WrestleMania 43 in Riyadh, WWE's next global leap. On September 12, 2025, WWE officially announced that WrestleMania 43 will be held in 2027 in Riyadh as part of Riyadh season, the first time the company's most famous spectacle will take place outside North America. The release featured statements from H.E. Turki Al-Sheikh and Paul Triple H Levesque celebrating the partnership and the ambition to elevate WrestleMania to unprecedented heights. Choosing Riyadh isn't an isolated move. It's the culmination of a relationship that officially began in 2018 and has scaled through events like Greatest Royal Rumble, Crown Jewel, Night of Champions, King and Queen of the Ring, and even weekly editions of Raw and SmackDown in the country. WWE itself has framed this path as record-breaking in attendance and reach, and taking WrestleMania there is, in many ways, the logical next step.
Something that takes this partnership to a new level. WrestleMania will be held outside of the United States and Canada, will take place in Saudi Arabia as part of Riyadh season.
To understand why 2027 in Riyadh makes sense, it helps to look at 2 points: the history and duration of the agreement with Saudi Arabia and WrestleMania's current momentum. In 2020, WWE communicated to investors an expansion of the agreement with Saudi authorities to stage a second major event per year in the country through 2027, a milestone that aligned the calendar and long-term planning precisely with the year WrestleMania lands in Riyadh. The second point is the recent WrestleMania effect. In 2025, WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas became the most successful event in company history, breaking records in gate, viewership, sponsorship, and social metrics. That performance reinforced to WWE and host cities alike that WrestleMania is an economic and visibility engine. WWE notes that WrestleMania has generated a cumulative economic impact above $1.5 billion for host cities over the last decade, an expectation that now points to Riyadh.
Here, a second Uso going for the trifecta in Vegas, connects this time. No problem being a bad guy. John Cena has set the record.
I've ever witnessed in this industry.
Wait, I agree
The
with
path to 2027 already includes warm-up steps in the country itself. In January 2026, the Royal Rumble will be held in Riyadh, the first time that event leaves North America, cementing the local audience with one of WWE's 4-pillar shows before WrestleMania arrives. WrestleMania stopped being just 2 show nights. It's become an entire week of activations, including SmackDown, Raw, NXT Stand and Deliver, and a large fan experience in addition to community and media initiatives. That package should be replicated in Riyadh because it's the standardized delivery format WWE has adopted. The company describes WrestleMania as a week-long celebration with multiple events and social initiatives, drawing fans from more than 60 countries. The specific arena stadium for 2027 has not yet been disclosed. WWE will announce the venue, seating map, ticket sales, and priority pass windows in subsequent communications, as it routinely does, in 2025 and 2026. Las Vegas was announced well in advance, followed by detailed schedules for WWE World and satellite events. Expect the same cadence in Riyadh: venue announcement, interest lists, then pre-sale and general sale windows. Regarding broadcast, the WrestleMania 2027 note does not lock in platforms. What's clear is that WWE is in a moment of global media reconfiguration. The communication around Royal Rumble 2026 in Riyadh already referenced updates like ESPN in the US and Netflix globally. It's reasonable to expect dedicated distribution announcements for 2027 closer to the date. Until then, keep an eye on corporate communications as they reflect the most recent agreements. Beyond the geographic first, WrestleMania 43 crowns a cycle of notable transformations in WWE's relationship with the Saudi audience. In 2019, Natalya vs. Lacey Evans delivered the first women's match in the country at a WWE event, a milestone widely publicized by the company and one that became a symbol of how the Saudi calendar gained internal relevance. Since then, women have shared main cards and title matches on Saudi stages, normalizing something that seemed distant at the partnership's outset.
Sharpshooter. They're going to step through, and Lacey, between these two women, they know each other so well. Lacey set outside the ring. Oh, right to the bell. Lacey Evans with an opportunity to take over.
On the economic and tourism fronts, WrestleMania is a magnet for international travel. Sold-out hotels, fan fests, brand activations, premium experiences, and the broader creative economy that orbits 2 nights of the main event. WWE cites that its recent WrestleManias total more than $1.5 billion in economic impact over the last decade, a figure Riyadh season aims to convert into lasting visibility for the city. Essential timeline leading up to 2027. 2018, WWE begins its partnership with the Saudi government and stages the greatest Royal Rumble in Jeddah, inaugurating the new cycle of events in the country. 2019, first women's match in Saudi Arabia at Crown Jewel in Riyadh. 2020, WWE communicates to investors the expansion of the agreement to 2 major events per year in Saudi Arabia through 2027. 2025, WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas becomes the most successful edition in company history, raising the bar for future global hosts. 2026, Royal Rumble in Riyadh. In the same year, WrestleMania 42 returns to Las Vegas, solidifying the city as a recent hub for the brand. 2027, WrestleMania 43 in Riyadh during Riyadh season, the debut of the grandest stage of all, outside North America. What still needs to be announced? Exact venue and seating map. So far, only Riyadh is confirmed. WWE will reveal the venue and stage engineering in a dedicated announcement, as it does historically. Official sales dates. Communications typically open pre-registration waitlists before general sales. Distribution platforms and broadcast times. Given recent changes to media partners, details for 2027 will likely be released closer to the event. WrestleMania in Riyadh expands WWE's symbolic map, taking the company's biggest showcase to a crowd that has already responded with packed stadiums and robust media metrics. For sponsors, it's a chance to activate live for a global audience. For local tourism, it's an opportunity to position Riyadh season as a world-class calendar. And for WWE, it's a strategic milestone, proving that its Super Bowl of wrestling is exportable as a flagship product, just as Royal Rumble 2026 already indicates. In the end, WrestleMania 43 will be remembered not only for the card, but for the context. A decade of groundwork, broken records, international expansion, and a relationship with Saudi Arabia that began on paper in 2018 and culminates, at least symbolically, with the arrival of the Showcase of the Immortals in 2027. If the goal was to turn WrestleMania into a truly planetary event, Riyadh is the most ambitious test so far.